Kanara and the Talking Crow. In the middle of a busy town, there lived a lonely little orphan girl named Kanara. Kanara lived on the street alone without a friend to own a dream together. She walked around the town to find something to eat, scavenging from one dumpster to another. She searched and searched, only to find nothing but a silky black crow laying on the ground. The poor crow's right wing is broken, therefore it could not fly. "Oh dear, what a pitiful crow! Let me help you," Kanara said. She takes out a piece of cloth from her small purse-like bag and ties the cloth on the crow's injured wing. "Now, where should I put you?" Kanara holds the crow in her hands with care. She looks around the dumpster area and... "I'm sorry, little crow. It's a little rusty and old, but I hope you feel comfortable," she said as she puts the crow in the cage gently. The crow groans and says, "Ugh, it's terrible, but it will do." Kanara gasped. You could talk?" "Don't be afraid. Yes, I can talk. I am a magical crow. Thank you for helping me, young lady. I could have died if it weren't you," the crow replied. Kanara's fright turns into delight. She is glad she could be a help to someone. "As a return to your favor, I will be your friend," the crow continued. "Really? I'm Kanara," she introduces herself unhesitantly. She feels ecstatic. She wanted a friend for so long, and finally, she got one. It is a fantastic day as she carries the cage to all around the town. She took the crow to the best market in the town, where everything is as fresh as the morning dew drops. She even took the crow to see the oldest tree in the town. The tall ancestral mass towered over them, creating a shadow pool on their ground. She also took the crow to the most spacious park, with the biggest pool, where dozens of coins were thrown in it. As they passes by the bakery, the aroma of the baked breads aroused their appetite. "Kanara, I'm hungry." The crow looks up to her. They have been walking all day long with an empty tummy. Kanara looks back to the crow and whispers sadly, "We don't have the money to buy the bread." She feels guilty to not being able to provide for her new friend. "I asked for food. You don't have to buy it. You just have to steal it," the crow maliciously replied. As much as Kanara against the idea of stealing from someone, her stomach is growling too. She did what the crow had told her out of desperation. As quiet as a mouse, she took a loaf of bread and hid it under her cloak. She quickly sneaked out of the bakery without anyone noticing her wrongdoings. Both of them eat the bread while sitting on a bench in the park afterwards. The bread is warm and soft, with a hint of buttery milk and sugary sweet. It tastes delicious, like a crusty French bread should be. Suddenly, a black cat with a fish in its mouth passes by Kanara and the crow. The stench of the fish is awfully dead to their nose. They both could not fully enjoy their meal due to the putrid smell. Not far from them, the cat sits and starts eating the fish. Unable to put up with the horrible smell, the crow stops eating and told Kanara to throw a rock to chase away the black cat. Puzzled, she replied, "But why, little crow? The cat did nothing to us." Kanara did not mind with the fishy smell. The crow feels irritated as it could not convince Kanara to throw a rock to the black cat. This time, it must be able to make her do it. Look at me. I won't be in this cage and ask you to steal if one of my wings is not broken. Yet, the cat over there did this to me. The crow wept. Kanara sympathized with her poor little feathery friend, so without any more doubts, she threw a rock to the black cat. The rock did not hit the black cat, but it managed to scare it away. Kanara innocently said to the crow, "I will not let anyone hurt you after this." The crow smirks and feels satisfied. It wanted to get rid of the foul smell only, and knowing its human friend is willing to do anything to protect itself, it decided to take that for granted. They continued their day by wandering around the town aimlessly, until they stopped in front of the same big old tree. Amazed with the lushful greenery of the tree, out of the blue, the crow asked Kanara, "Do you wish to fly?" Kanara is rendered speechless, but quickly regained her focus when the crow continued, "I can make you fly." Kanara looks at the big tree and gulped. She turns her face to the crow. On her face, painted a look of hesitation. "Don't worry, trust me. I am your friend. I won't hurt you," the crow said again. Fearing to upset her new friend, Kanara puts the cage on the ground. Slowly, she climbs the tree until she reaches one of the branches. Kanara then carefully stands on the branch. She looks down to the cage below. The crow shouts, "Now jump, Kanara!" Kanara jumps down right away with her eyes closed. A huge thud can be heard. Instead of flying to the sky, she landed on the ground with a pain on her bum. "Ouch!" She let a cry of pain. "Try again, Kanara. I know you can do it," the crow shouts again. She tried and tried, but everything was in vain. She feels the stinging pain on her body, but the crow feels otherwise. The crow finds it funny, so it laughs apathetically. Realization washes over Kanara in the waves of pain that she feels. Slowly, her face is flushed in and said, "You're only making fun of me. I'm not going to do it anymore." The crow is still laughing and replied, "Humans are so stupid." Angry, Kanara took the cage with her. They both went to the park. She put the cage nearby the bench that they sat before. She opened the door of the cage and left it ajar. She left without saying anything to the crow. "Kanara, don't leave me here!" The crow shouts for mercy, but it is too late. Kanara has left the park. Not long after that, the black cat approaches the crow in the cage. It is the black cat from before. The crow panics and shouts for help. Unfortunately, nobody is there to help it, like Kanara did. The crow tried to run away, but with her broken wings, the black cat finds it easy to catch it and gobbles it. The end.